Now, what we have on the board is what? Is a typical example of what? JAMB question. And it says what? If a volume of a hemisphere is increasing at a steady rate of 18 pi meter cube watt per second, at what rate is its radius changing when it is what? When it is 6 watt meter. So before we solve this, let me refresh our mind. Now, if we have y, if y is a function of what? X. And now x depends on what? On time. The question is, how are we going to move from what? Y to what? To t. Okay? Now, in other words, we are asked to find what? Dy what? Dt. And it is equals what? Dy dt is equals what? Derivative of y with respect to the what? X. That is dy what? Dx multiplied by what? Dx with respect to what? Time. That is dx over what? Dt. Okay. So this is what we call what? Chain rule. Is that okay? This is exactly what we call what? Chain rule. So we're going to apply this in order to solve this. Now the main function here is what? Is what? Talking about hemisphere. And of course we know that hemisphere is what? It's just a half of what? Sphere. And of course you can remember from mathematics the formula for finding what? The volume of what? Of hemisphere. Okay. The formula is what? 2 over 3 what? Pi r what? R cube. Now since it's talking about what? The rate of what? Changes of what? Hemisphere with what? With respect to the time. We're going to remodel this in the form of this. So how do we do that? We are talking about what? Dv over what? Dt is equals what? Derivative of what? V with respect to what? R multiplied by what? Dr with respect to what? Dt. Okay? This is what the chain rule is gotten from here. Okay. Now, from the question, say at what rate is its radius changing when it is 6 meter? Okay. That means we're looking for what? Dr or Dt. So we're going to find dv dt and also find what? Dv what? Dr. So put it here. Then let dr dt the subject of what? The formula. Okay. So let us find what? Dv dr from what? V. We're going to differentiate this v with respect to this r. And when we do that, we're going to have dv what? The r is equal. Now, remember how to differentiate. This power will come down to multiply this function. And when it multiplies, to cancel out 3, we're left with what? 2 what? Pi r, then take away 1 from this 3, we have what? 2, right? So when you differentiate v with respect to r, we're going to have 2 pi what? R squared. And what is r? Our r is what? From here, it is equals what? 6 meter. Okay, so we're going to substitute here. Well, we have 2 pi multiplied by what? 6 squared. Okay. Here we're going to have what? 2 pi what? Times what? 36. Which is equals 2 times 36 is what? 72 what? Pi. So it simply means that dv, okay, dr is equals what? 72 what? 72 pi. And here we are given what? Dv dt. Look at dv dt, okay? And our dv dt is giving us what? 18 pi what? Meter cube what? Per second. If we substitute here now, we're going to have dv dt is what? Is giving us what? 18 what? Pi, which is equals what? dv dr is giving us what? 72 what? Pi, then multiplied by what? Dr dt, which is the main thing we're looking for. Okay? Now, divide both sides by coefficients of the r dt. We're going to have this. Okay? Okay. So this cancel this is 1, pi cancel pi. This into itself is 1, into this is 4. So therefore, our dr what? Dt is equals what? Is equals what? Equals 1 over what? 4. Then meter what? Per second. And that is our answer. Thank you.